you, Honorable Minister, to celebrate the launch of road tennis in Rwanda. Honorable Minister, we owe you a special vote of thanks for introducing our President to road tennis in Barbados. We also thank our Barbadian partners for helping us learn this unique and fun game. Rwandans, they all love sports and they love to gather outdoors. So the simplicity and accessibility of road tennis is perfect, both as competitive discipline and as a fun social activity that brings our community together. Apart from this site here at Kigali Heights, we have established other road tennis sites in Kabuga, Kimisagara, and Nyamirambo. We look forward to expanding the game across the country with a focus on where young people gather. Honorable Minister, thank you once again for being here and for your support to sports development.
For me, it started off back in 2009 where I was driving in my homeland, a place called Bushall Yard Gap. I came across road tennis being played at night, and to my surprise, I've never seen road tennis being played at night, so I got out of my vehicle and ventured off into the ballpark, watching the guys play, and from there I met this guy by the name of Sam. He introduced me to the sport, and every night I would go there to watch the sport being played. So this was about 3 weeks. He said, "Why don't you get a racket?" So I was like, "Nah, I can't play." So he said he would teach me and show me the game of road tennis. So from then I started playing in Bushall. Within my first year, I won my first title, but not at the highest level. This was in the B category, which is a level below the A. Right? I won my first title, and I met a promoter by the name of Dale Clark, who is the CEO of the Professional Road Tennis Association, who then invited me into the professional league. For the first time in my introduction, I made it to the semi-finals. I was defeated by then the number 2 player, Anthony Ayers Mitchell. I received a standing ovation. And to my surprise, I felt warm-hearted, and I could not believe that such a sport could give me such joy from within. So from then I started training, and my main goal at that time was to become where I am today, the number 1 road tennis player in the island. To meet the president of Rwanda was a tremendous feeling, because to play a sport that you love and also allowed you to meet such great people, right? It is a feeling that, to be honest, words cannot describe. Well, when I played with the president, I was surprised because I didn't expect that he would have been that good from the very start to be able to play the sport. So it was very surprising to me. And to actually see him play against our Honorable Minister of Sports, Mr. Charles Griffith, and also winning points with him in the game, I couldn't believe it. To see someone come from so far, but yet still be able to play a game that is rooted and embedded in Barbados. And to actually meet the people of Rwanda, it gives me a different outlook, because the people are so heartwarming, friendly, that wherever you go, they're always outstretched arms, willing to meet you and embrace you, and also teach you about the culture here in Rwanda.
It's very similar to table tennis. It's very similar it's familiar to long tennis, and as you can see, sports in general is a benefit in different categories of socialization here in Rwanda. And road tennis, I think, is going to be one of the rest of the sports. It is going to serve as the rest of the sports could serve.
It's a tremendous feeling for Rwanda and Barbados to also take partnership in a sport that is considered to be indigenous to Barbados. And I look forward to coming here again and seeing the Rwandan people excel in the sport which was originated in Barbados, and even becoming one, because as you know, we are all one. So for me to be here to see the President, the Minister of Sports, and everyone participate in this sport, it shows the interest that they have also in the sport of road tennis. And for me, as a road tennis player, that is a feeling second to none.
Road tennis is not only just a sport in Barbados, it's also a culture. And as we are just sharing a broader exchange in culture and sports, this is going to bring a good spirit between two countries, Barbados and Rwanda. And I think in addition, I think as a population in Rwanda, we are people who understand what sports is, and I think we are going to welcome as well road tennis in Rwanda. It is going to help us in socialization, discipline here in Rwanda. It is not only in Kigali. We are about to start road tennis in upcountry. I think it is going to be a sport for all.
For the young people, as I always say, no matter what anyone says to you, always strive for whatever your heart desire. Never let anyone stop you from achieving or attaining your goals, not even yourself. Because sometimes we may doubt ourselves. It may get hard, it may get tough, but the road to the top is never straight and narrow. So whatever obstacle you may see in your path, I advise you to overcome and achieve and attain your goals at all times.
It is going to help us, and mainly it is where the Ministry of Sports has started. We are now in Maison de Jeunes Kimisagara. We are in Yego Center at Kabuga. We are about to start also in Rafiki Nyamirambo. So as you can understand that we are trying to encourage youth in being interested in this game, because they are the first vision that we are targeting.
When I went into the market, right, I saw this picture with 3 cups, right, and it was explained to me with the milk and the pouring of the milk, right, that it is like family. So it reminded me of where I came from in Barbados, and also where my mom is from, St. Vincent, a small little island called Bequia, where family for us is of importance. So I bought a couple of the pictures where I'm going to take back home and give to, share among my friends, and also keep one home for me as well. So the caps for sure, that for me, and hearing about the history of it and the reason behind it, the story behind it, meant a lot for me, because I'm a family-oriented guy.
We are going to try to be there for all those who wants to join the game. We are going to try to distribute as much as we can to take it to make it accessible to everyone, and we are here for them.